I go from the deep valley to the mountaintop. And then, when I'm getting to the valley, I know that is, this is the time that I need to reserve my energy, and I need to really reassess, reevaluate where I'm going. And then another thing too, Trisha, when you are in the valley, that is the low point of your life, you will not make decisions. The reason for that is, Miriam, the reason we don't want to make the decision at the valley, because when we're at the valley, we don't have the outlook of, a better outlook, because we are in the low point of our life. Everything is just like, we don't have the uplift, we don't have the view of the better view. So when you are in the valley, take time, to nurture yourself and to really build your muscle, build your strength, build your mental toughness. Because when you keep on going, you start to strategize, and when you get that, and you start to climb up the mountain, and when at the climber, you understand that you don't have to want to have a lot of weight on your back, because it will make it harder for you, because the closer to the top, the steeper that the slope you have to climb. And then when you go up there, the view is just so magnificent, and then that's what is the promise of the tomorrow to come. Because see, what we are doing today, just like anybody else, we are grinding, we put our head down, we really strategize, we get things done, we really put in 100% of us to do whatever we needed to, because of the future that we believe that is will give us what we want. Not so much about what we want, but again, almost everything. Because see, to me, the destination is very important. People say to me that, sometimes the journey is more important than the destination. The outcome is very important to me, because the outcome is the success is waiting for me, because I want to see who are waiting for me there, and who are the beneficiary of my success. Yes, and then they just, if you want to stroll in the park, that's okay. But if you have the goal to reach the destination to go, yeah, you know that you go, but you enjoy along the way, but you just cannot, slow down and just let things go by, because everything is momentum. Everything is momentum. A moment you slow down, everything slow down, and everything shut down. Miriam, I know that you are here, but yeah, yes, and and when I'm talking about Trisha, I talk with a lot of I admire her, and a lot of love, and a lot of respect, because somebody, as the way she look at things, it's just like somebody, they say, what with the heck? They just say, okay, all game off, because I got so much bad rap about this. And sometimes that you're looking up, and you just say, to the guy up there, and you say, why me? And Trisha, you and me, we keep on going. We don't asking why me, because if we keep on asking why me, the guy upstairs, the booming voice will come down and will say, if not you, then who? Who do you want to suggest? We don't want to suggest to anyone, because you know it, Trisha, and I know it. We went through that journey. We pretty much equipped to go through what we needed to go through, because I truly believe that who you are, what you are doing, because your creator, whoever you believe, have purpose for you. And let me tell you, my friend, you are in the job training. Because in order for you to go through all that, in order for you have the compassion and the love, and that when you give it to somebody, at one point that I'm talking about, and I think a couple of scope ago, and I talk about the love, about sharing coming from you. When people have planting, they give. But see, with you, you share because you share what you have. You share part of you. You share your love, and you share, with a good intention, and that what mean everything. It mean everything. But I hope and I pray, and I pray, for you and for me and for everybody else. I want to see that you success. Sometimes people said money is not everything, but please understand this: money is important. Not because I want to put the money on top of everything, but money important because money is freedom. Money will help you to do what you needed to help a friend in need, to do whatever you needed to. And because your level of success is always measured, your success will be measured by, by how much profit did you make? Because see, you put in your tear and your sweat, and with the cost of goods sold you put in there, and you certainly want to make the profit. And sometimes that, and people expect something for nothing, or people thinking that they then go into there. Do you come pick up the company, the phone, and call the giant, the company, and to negotiate? You call the Dove soap and just say, hey, I think that this have to be 16 cents per bar. It cannot be that price. Do you do that? And do not let people go into bargain with you about anything, because you know value, because what you do is more importantly, because you produce with love, and with the thing that with the love, and to support the community, and not in the community itself, but you support all creatures from big to small, because that's the love of mankind. And I understand that, and through the conversation, you don't have to say too much, but I understand your mission and understand your purpose. And my dear friend Miriam, somebody who loved me unconditionally, who show up and to support me. A moment that I said, Miriam, I need you to be there, to be here. Miriam show up. She is my star. I didn't see her anywhere. When sometimes I look up, I didn't know, because it's the dark sky in the evening. I didn't see the star that representing Miriam, but I know you are there because you are my star, and I always appreciate you, Miriam. Miriam, and we all appreciate her, and we all adore her, because she is so much love and so much compassion, and she's there to support and everything. And Miriam, I because I know that you are here for us, but I need you to scope or something for us to understand what you do in order how for us to support you. And for my love, Tricia, a person, beautiful from inside and out. Her love show through her product, through the conversation with you, throughout the comment with you. You never hear she say anything bad about anything, and when people keep on saying to you about something, you say, oh, you just say that. But when you said that, oh, hi, hello, beautiful, and you just said, oh, she called me beautiful, it's so beautiful, and I feel love. I feel love, and I love that. And so this is I know, and I have so much on my mind. And now Donna going to review the thing about the kickoff for 2017, and we have a lot of things going on in 2017, and we certainly would like to hope everyone that who are interested in to have a conversation with us, because we want to help you to do the evaluation of 2016 and to take the inventory of 2016 and create a momentum for 2017. And ready or not, we will help you to kick off with the 2017 with tour tips and whatever we do. Now, a lot of people, they will say to you that they sell on them, but what we want to tell you that we bet on you because we bet on your potential, because we see because we cannot do anything for you, but we see the potential. But if we can guide you, we can nudge you the way, and we can lead the way. And, together, we truly believe that you will find your way. And greatness is the journey, and get into the destination that we want to. And again, I want to go back into talking about the decision. Sometimes people fear of making the decisions. Sometimes that undecisive decision in itself. When you do not make the decision, somebody will making the decision for you. Or sometimes you're so afraid of making the decisions, and you just let it go. And sometimes that take the courage to making the decision, because when you're making the decision, that means you own it. And when you own it, and you take you take pride on it, and you work for it, and you get where you needed to go. And the question is to do or not to do. Not so much about the question to do or not to do. You know it. Seriously, you know what to do, what not to do. But sometimes it's just like when you say, oh, should do this or should I do that? I think that because you want to buy some time, but deep down in your heart, you know exactly what you need to do. And Hamlet would say, to be or not to be. That is the question: to be what and not to be what. Because when you want something, you have to do more, be more, and have more. And then, not to be, that means you will forego of all the opportunity, you forego of everything, in order for you to meet the greatness within yourself. Because, we are, doesn't matter how people say, how mean, how ugly the world is. But let me tell you, you have the greatness within you. And then, if you listen to your heart, that is where you need to be. And then change or die. Because many times that people said, Shakespeare, when people said to change or to die, sometimes change is needed. People said, oh, I'm so afraid of change. You fear of change. Do you know the truth of the matter is not you're afraid of change, you're afraid of the negative change. If I lose weight, that's a welcome change. To make more money than you have right now, that's the welcome change, right? Or to be free of worrying about financial or something, that is the welcome change. But when you said about the change of something that's not so positive and that you fear of, people need to really re-examine what they're talking about. They're afraid of change. Change certainly poses some challenges, but there's some welcome change and some are not. And if you make the change and you own it and you work for it, it's certainly you can looking for a positive change. So, and especially for this holiday, and at the end of the years, and I talk to the clients, and sometimes that they just say, they're afraid to change. And I said, are you really afraid to change? You're afraid that to close the book and to see that you make so much profit? Or you want to, and then you're so terrified to look at the book at the end of the year, and you see the red ink to mark the number that you don't want to see, and then the relationship too. When you fall in love, that change is welcome, right? But the breakup is the unwelcome change. So, that's a matter of decisions. Take the courage to facing it, because sometimes you don't need to have 24/7 courage in order for you to see the change. Sometimes the change only take 20 seconds. 20 seconds to making the decision to go for it or not to go for it, to change or not to change. So this is her. And Trisha, thank you very much. And Miriam, thank you very much for stay with me. And I am so glad that you are here. I will on